So Suhail, who was placed hand tied in the corner room of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So the wife of Prophet, Sauda, when Prophet was away at the Badr, Sauda was with the lady of the remember we talked about the two kids who killed Abu Jahl. One of them his mother, you know, was with one of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, his wife. One of them, because Prophet wife Sauda went to this lady, because when all men goes to wars, so literally there will be no many people in the in the town. So usually the women's or the children, they would gather together in one place, or in some people would gather in different houses. That way they could support one another, or or keep one another company. So that's what was happening. So Sauda was with one of the lady in one of the Ansar lady, whose son, whose son helped kill Abu Jahl. We talk about him. His name was Muaz. So when Sauda, the wife of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, heard that prisoner came and Prophet brought Suhail ibn Amr, she couldn't believe it. So she ran to her home. She entered the house. This time, the ruling of hijab was not revealed yet. So she recognized Suhail, and she said, "Oh, so is that you, Suhail ibn Amr?" And she was so shocked, and all of a sudden she just reverted. She said, "How could you? You didn't have a decency. You couldn't even die honorably. You let them catch you like this? You let them catch you. You're a leader. You let them catch you like this. Look at you. You can even die in the honorably, but they just catch you like that." So she wasn't even thinking of anything else, because all of a sudden, because her memory took her back to their cultures and stuff like that, because they see their leaders as great. So it would hurt them to see their leaders get catch as a prisoner of the wars, or whatever. So naturally it comes, this would comes to them. But then Prophet has to remind her. He said, "Atuharridina, atuharridinahu ala Allahi wa Rasul." Prophet said, "So are you trying to defend him? Are you trying to push him to fight Prophet? Allah and His Messenger?" That's when Sauda realized what she's saying. She completely was off, and she started begging. She started asking Prophet for forgiveness. She said, "Prophet, I'm really, really sorry. You have to forgive me, because my memory took me to old Jahiliyyah time, and I couldn't stand my leaders, my tribe leaders, get caught like this. And I wasn't even my mind was completely blanked out. So I really asked Allah for forgiveness. I asked, Allah and His Prophet comes first, Islam comes first. And so she came back to herself and realized now what she said was completely wrong. And she was, so this will tells you how much they have for how much respect they have for their leaders and stuff like that. So when Prophet forgive her, Prophet said, "Yeah, it happened." So sometimes people make mistake, or they say something completely that would even take them out of Islam, out of mistake. So even Prophet himself recognized Sauda's mistake, and Prophet said, "Yeah, it happened," because it comes out of nowhere. It comes out of blue, and she didn't mean it. But in a nutshell, it's Islam comes first. But sometimes when you get angry, sometimes anger get the best of you. Sometimes, but you have to forgive, and ask for forgiveness, and stuff like that, and move on. It happened. So people make mistake, but Prophet forgive her, and she repent, and she asked Allah for forgiveness. The fact that she even said that word, because she was so mad. But and because this leader discussed her. So anyway, so that was Suhail ibn Amr. And this Suhail ibn Amr was the same person who's going to negotiate on behalf of the Quraysh in Sulh Hudaybiyah. We're going to talk about that, inshallah. So in Sulh Hudaybiyah, this same man is going to negotiate with Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He said, "Look at you. All your followers are, are nothing but, poor people, slaves, weak people, not rich, nothing. And you think if they get, if the things get tougher, you think they're gonna follow you? You think they're gonna support you? They're all gonna run and leave you. That's what was telling private that these people are gonna run after. Run and leave you alone because you know because he thought, being coming from the same clan, coming from the same ethnic or same tribes or same family, so that blood is more thick. Your own blood, your own family would not leave you no matter what. Even if you're wrong, they would always support you. But if you gather people from different background, some of them are slaves, some of them are poor, some of them are this. At the end of the day, when things get tougher, they're going to leave you. That's what he was trying to tell Prophet, in Sulhul Hudaybiyah and stuff like that. But later on, he realized the bonding of Islam is stronger than even the bonding of family. Those who said La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, the rope they're holding to is tighter, is stronger than even the rope of family. That's when Suhail is going to, realize later on when he became Muslim, down the line. We're going to explain that, inshallah. So, as for the remaining of the prisoners, Prophet ﷺ said, okay, so those who got money, they could ransom themselves and free themselves. Those who do not have money and they have knowledge, they could teach some Sahabas, and that would be their ransom. And some of them said, oh, Prophet, we don't have money, we don't have knowledge, we don't have anything. Could you please be kind to us? And Prophet, let's set them free. But as for Abbas, the uncle of Prophet ﷺ, Prophet, the one who caught Abbas, we talked about that. One of the Ansar caught Abbas in the war, in the Badr. And Abbas said, no, this man did not catch me. It was somebody, an handsome man. He was riding a horse with a yellow turban and stuff like that. So that was an angel. But still, this Ansari said, no, it was me. I caught you, this and that. And this man comes to Prophet and said, Prophet, I know this is your uncle. I'm not going to take any ransom from him. So I'm going to give it to you so you can set him free. Prophet said, no. I order you guys not to kill him in the Badr. But when it comes to ransom himself, he has to pay the money like everyone else. And as a matter of fact, he's going to pay 4,000 dirham. That would be his price. So, and Abbas said, oh, Prophet, said, oh, Muhammad, no. I'm a Muslim. He said, Prophet said, oh, you're a Muslim? He said, yeah. And Prophet said, well, only Allah knows. If you're a Muslim, I don't know your heart, but whatever action you show, that's what we're going to judge you based on. But whatever is in your heart, only Allah knows. He said, oh, Prophet, I was a Muslim before. Because based on his theory, they forced him to come fight Prophet in the Badr. He didn't want to come, but they forced him. He didn't have a choice. That's what Prophet even told Sahaba not to kill him and some other people. So he's pleading that he was a Muslim, and Prophet is telling him not to pay. Prophet is telling him now to pay the ransom. And he said, Prophet, I don't even have money to pay this. Prophet said, yes, you have money. How could you say you don't have money? And Prophet now is telling him, remember when before you left for Badr, you and your wife Fadl, you went to such and such place. You had some money with you, and you hide that money in that place. And you told your wife, if I did not come back from this war, take this money and help my kids, Abdullah and Qusam, help them with that money. When Prophet told Abbas about this, he was so shocked. He said, oh, Wallah, I swear by the one who sent you with the truth, you are a true prophet, because no one knows this except me and my wife. How did you know that? So he said he was a Muslim. So some people said because of this word that he just added, that proved that he was a Muslim, because he confirmed that Prophet is a prophet because he knew where he hid the money. Yeah, and that's one thing. And then, and Abbas, he said, one ayah from Surah Al-Anfal, which is the ayah number 70, came down because of him. That ayah came down because of him. That ayah, Allah said, Ya ayyuhan nabi, قل لمن في أيديكم من العسرى إن يعلم الله في قلوبكم خيرا يؤتكم خيرا مما أخذ منكم ويغفر لكم والله غفور رحيم. Allah said in Surah Al-Anfal, and Abbas said this surah was referring to him. This surah came down because of him. It said, and Allah said, Ya ayyuhan nabi, oh you prophet, قل لمن في أيديكم من العسرى, tell those that you catch as a prisoner of the war, إن يعلم الله في قلوبكم خيرا, if Allah knows that they have something in their heart that is pure, that is good, if there's something in their heart that is good, يؤتيكم خيرا مما أخذ منكم, so he would replace whatever you gave to Allah, Allah would replace it with something even more. ويغفر لكم, and not only that, he would forgive you. Wallahu ghafurun rahim, Allah is more forgiving and most merciful. So Abbas said this ayah was talking about him, because when Prophet asked him to pay his ransom, and not only for his ransom, Prophet said, you pay for your own ransom, you pay for Akil, the brother of Ali, because he didn't have money. You're going to pay for Akil, and you're also going to pay for Naufal. So 3 people you're going to pay for. You're going to pay for your own self, you're going to pay for Akil, and you're going to pay for Naufal. So, and Abbas is saying this ayah came down because he paid this ransom. So, and then when he became Muslim, the money that he paid for ransom, Allah replaced it 20 times, because he paid 20 ruqiyah. That's how much Abbas paid for ransom, Aqil and Naufal. But Allah replaced it with 20 slaves. So he said each slave was a business by itself. So he has like a 20 business under. So he gained so much. He said, Abbas said, I wish Prophet could took more from me on that day, so that way Allah could give me more. Even when Prophet ﷺ, the eye of the riba, meaning the usual ship, the usual ship, the interest, when the ayah came down to ban those who use interest, and Prophet said, I'm going to use Abbas to be, as an example for the Ummah. So, because at that time, Abbas was really rich. He had a lot of money, a lot of interest. And Prophet said, even my own uncle, from now on, you're not going to take interest from anyone. As a matter of fact, those who owe you money in terms of interest, in terms of the riba, all those are nullified. They're no longer applied to them. They're not going to pay anything. Because from now on, Allah revealed the surah, Allah revealed ayah about riba. So, and then as for Abu Aziz, the brother of Umayr ibn, the brother of Musa ibn Umayr, I told you guys, I told you that he was caught as a prisoner, right? So when Musa was passing by, his brother Abu Aziz saw him, and he said, "Oh my brother, Musa." Musa turned around. He said, "You're not my brother. The one who caught you in Badr, he is my brother. You're not my brother." And he said, "Oh, it's like that. So I'm not your brother." He said, Musab said, "No, you're not my brother." And Musab said to the one who caught him, he said, make him pay the ransom. And not only that, his mother is very, very rich, because they have the same mother. He said, his mother is very rich. Make sure he pay the ransom fully. So his brother was so shocked. He's like, how could you treat me like this? I'm your own brother. Yes, we're not in the same religion, but why you treating me like this? Why you prefer other people, over me? He said, yeah, this other people, we share Islam, we share La ilaha illallah. So our brotherhood is stronger than me and you. And then Abu Aziz, I think later he became Muslim. But as for Akil, which is the brother of Ali, he was the elder brother of Ali, because Ali has 3 brothers, 3 elder brothers, Talib, Akil, and Ja'far and Ali. So there are 4 of them. Some people said Talib they all became Muslim. Some said no, only 3, but Allahu A'lam. So Akil became Muslim later on, and Naufal, which is the cousin of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he was the cousin of Prophet, and he also became Muslim later on. So, but as for Abu Sufyan, we did say that Abu Sufyan took the caravan and went back to Mecca, so to so that way he would not meet up with Prophet and the Sahaba. So he didn't come to Badr. Abu Sufyan did not come to Badr, so he's in Mecca. But his two sons goes to Badr. One got killed, and the other one got caught as a prisoner. So one got killed, and the other one got caught as a prisoner. So the one who got killed, his name is Handala. Handala got killed. So when the messenger comes to Abu Sufyan, said that, oh, your son, one of your son got caught in Badr, so you have to ransom, you have to send money to free your son. And Abu Sufyan said, no, they killed my son, and they took my other son as a prisoner, and yet they still want me to pay ransom for that. I'm not paying anything. Let them take their time, because he knows Prophet very well. He knows Prophet is not going to kill his son. So he said, yeah, I'm not going to even bother. Let them keep him. And not only that, Abu Sufyan was a very stingy guy too. So he would not spend money easy like that. At the same time, because of Abu Sufyan, this whole fiasco, this whole Badr took place, because they were after the caravan. So, and he was humiliated because of him. All these leaders got killed in Badr. So just imagine how Abu Sufyan, his state of mind was. He's in Mecca, because of his caravan. All these leaders got killed in Badr. Abu Jahl, and so forth. And not only that, one of his son got killed, and one of his son, was taken as a prisoner. So he was humiliated in Mecca. He didn't know what to do. He said, "No, I'm not paying anything." So what he did, oh my God, what he did was so heinous. It was so that crime is unbelievable. He waited. So the one who got killed, I mean, who was taken as a prisoner, the son of Abu Sufyan, his name was Amir ibn Abu Sufyan. And he said, keep him. So I'm not even worried about it. I'm not paying anything. So what he did, after some few months later, someone from Ansar, from Medina, came to perform Hajj, came to Kaaba to do Tawaf. And his name was Sa'd ibn Numan. And this man has nothing to do with Badr or anything. He was just from Medina. And Abu Sufyan saw him. He's like, yeah, this is my golden opportunity. So he kidnapped the guy. He kidnapped Sa'd ibn Numan. And first, that's illegal, because when someone is in Haram, when someone is in Kaaba, even if that person killed your father, your mother, your entire family, you cannot touch that person once the person is in Haram. It's haram. They know that. Even in time of Jahiliyyah, before even Islam came, that rules apply. That's what Allah said. وَمَنْ دَخَلَ كَانَ آمِنًا. Whoever entered the Haram, then you became secure. Nothing should happen to you. But Abu Sufyan violated these rules. He knows the guy is there to do tawaf, and he kidnapped him simply because he's saying, my son is a prisoner of the war. Till they liberate my son, till they let him free, I'm not going to let this guy go. And so a message come to Prophet ﷺ from this guy's family, Sa'd Numan. His people come to Prophet and tell Prophet that Abu Sufyan, this is what he did. He kidnapped Sa'd in the Haram, and now he wants his son back. Allahu Akbar. You see how double standard, those who do not believe, when they do something. When Islam they do double standard. They say, oh, look at you, you call yourself Muslim, and look what you did. Same thing that happened in Sariyatul Naqli. We talk about that. When the group of Muslims, the Prophet ﷺ sent them to get some information, they saw this merchandise It was I think the 30th of the Rajab, and so right by the Maghrib before the sunset, so they decide whether to attack the merchandise or not. So they ended up attacking, and one person got killed, and so forth. And they start screaming, "Oh, look at you! You violate the sanctity of the month. This is a sacred month. This is that. This is We talk about that, in our past video. So same thing, but here Abu Sufyan is doing the same exact thing. He's he's kidnapping a guy who's doing tawaf, which violating the haram. But he didn't care because he's a kafir at that time. But later on he's going to be a Muslim. But this time he committed a big crime, huge crime. But he didn't care because he won his son back. So, and Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam ended up giving his son back in return of Sa'ad Numan. So, and then another person was also a prisoner of the war, and his name was Abul As. Abul As was the husband of Prophet's first daughter, Zainab. Prophet's first daughter, Zainab, was married to Abul As. Because back in those days, before the ayah came down in Surah Al-Baqarah to ban, if you're a Muslim, you cannot marry someone who is not Muslim. A Muslim cannot marry a non-Muslim, a kuffar, a polytheist. Before that ayah came down, if you non-Muslim and Muslim could be married. So Prophet, a daughter, Zainab, was married to this man, Abul As. Who was Abul As? Abul As was the son of Khadija, the wife of Prophet Khadija. Khadija's sister Hala, Hala's son was Abul As. You see, Prophet's wife's big sister or little sister, her son's Abul As was the husband of Prophet's daughter Zainab. Allahu Akbar. So at that time, Abul As, he was not a Muslim. He was in a Badr. He got caught. And so when he was asked to pay a ransom, and so the message went to Mecca. So Zainab, Prophet's daughter, at that time she was in Mecca. So she received a message that she needs to ransom her husband. So everything she had, including the necklace that her mother Khadija gave it to her in her wedding, she used that to ransom. So when this stuff come to Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Prophet recognized the necklace of Zainab, and Prophet know this necklace his wife Khadija used to wear it, and she gave it to Zainab as her wedding gift. And Prophet, eyes start changing, and the Sahaba notice it. So they decide, you know what, Prophet is grieving, so let this man Abu As, let him go, let him set free. We don't need ransom from him. And they asked Prophet if they could let him free. Prophet said, okay. But to set him free, there was a condition. He has to send Prophet's daughter back as a return. If he's going to be sent free, he has to return Prophet's daughters back to him. So they agree on that. So Abu As, he was a gentleman. He was a very honorable man. Later on, he would become Muslim. Later on, way, way later. But this time, he's still not a non-believer. So he went back and he told his brother, Kinana. He told Kinana, okay, so because when he come, everyone knows that he didn't pay anything to ransom himself. So there must be a deal. So, but as people start speculating that at some point, Prophet's daughters would be living back to Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So, so at that time, Hind, the wife of Abu Sufyan. If you don't know who's Hind, Hind was the daughter of one of the one of the great leaders of Quraysh, and her father got killed. Utbah ibn Rabi'ah and her uncle Shayba ibn Rabi'ah and her brother, they all got killed. Her brother, her fathers, her uncle, they all got killed in Badr. Just imagine, she was furious. She's the one who hired one of the slaves, Al-Washi, to kill Hamza because she was told that Hamza and other Sahaba killed her father. So she wanted revenge. That Hind, that lady, she came to Prophet's daughter Zainab, and she said, "Well, I mean, I know what's going on. Your husband came back. They set him free. But I know some point you probably might go to your father. If you happen to go, let me know, so that way I could help you. Maybe because I know you're going to be traveling from Mecca to Medina. It's a long distance. Maybe it's a few days journey, and the stuff you're going to need, I'm going to get you. Just let me know. Maybe the type of foods or clothing. I'm going to find those for you and stuff like that. So she said that kindly to Zainab, and Zainab realized, wow. And then she said, "There's something fishy." Her comes to me and being nice like that. After no, 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 there's something fishy. So she was just saying, so Zainab could confirm to her that she's leaving. Zainab was very smart. She didn't say anything to her. She didn't tell her, I'm going to leave. So Zainab's husband, Abul As, called his younger brother. His younger brother was Kinana. And he told him, he said, okay, so take my wife and bring her all the way to the back of the town. You will see two gentlemen, and you would give her to them, and they would take her back to her father. So Kinana, the youngest brother of Abul As, took Zainab in the daylight, like in the daytime, put her in a camel. At that time, Zainab was pregnant. So he put Zainab on top of the camel and trying to live in the daylight. So when this Quraysh saw them to living, they said, "Oh no, over our dead body." The man who created all this chaos, the one who called himself prophet, the one who caused all this, this chaos, all pretty much all our leaders got killed, and yet his daughter's gonna live like that, like if nothing happened. No, we're not gonna let her live. So they start gathering around Zainab, and Akil was like, "What are you guys doing? If anyone approached me or her, my sword would do the talking. I would kill each and every one of you before you get to me. I would shoot the arrows. I would shoot the my arrows on you, and or I would slice you with my sword." And while there was a lot of noise, and they were trying to contain them in a circle, so that way there would be no running away and stuff like that. At some point, out of this group who were trying to stop Zainab and Kinana to go, one of them, his name was Habbar ibn Aswad ibn Muttalib. Habbar ibn Aswad. He had a spears with him, and he thrust the camels, meaning he poked the camels with his spears, so the camels jump his two legs up, and Zainab fall off the camels. Allahu Akbar. When Zainab radiallahu anha fall off the camels, she stopped bleeding, and it was a miscarriage. She lost her baby. She lost her baby because of this man, Habar ibn Aswad, and she was bleeding. So that's when um, the Kinana, the brother of Abul As, he said, if anyone approach her, I'll kill them without any hesitation. Anyone approach her, I'll kill them. So Abu Sufyan heard the noise. There was noise everywhere. He rushed to the scene and found that Zainab was on the ground. She was bleeding, and so to calm the things down, he's like, "What are you guys doing? Just leave. They're not going to leave. They're not going to leave the town. Just leave everyone. I want everyone to disperse. Just get out of here. I'll take care of it. I'm the leaders. They're not going to leave. Nobody's going to leave the town. No, it's not going to happen. Go back to your places." And then once everyone started dispersing, Abu Sufyan, he was very, very intelligent man. He comes to Kinana. He said, "What is wrong with you, man? How dare you trying to take Zainab in the broad daylight, trying to leave the town, and we just finished fighting off these people, and one of their daughter, their leader's daughter, is leaving the country. I mean, is leaving our town with no repercussion, nothing. You think you think they're going to take that humiliation? You think they're going to take that? You know, what are you trying to do? You know, people are already humiliated. They got defeated, and yet you're trying to take the. I mean, one of them. You're trying to take the one who defeated them, his daughter, across the town, trying to take her away, just like that, out of the day. I mean, daylight. Go back, because this is a humiliation. So what I would tell you, go back home, maybe 1 or 2 days, few days, take few days, and take one night. Take Zainab in the nighttime and leave, leave in the nighttime so nobody would find out or anything. But in the daylight, you can't humiliate people like that. And then um, Kinana said, okay, fine. He took Zainab back to Mecca, and a few days later, in the nighttime, he took her and gave it to the true messenger the Prophet ﷺ sent for Zainab. So some scholars said what this incident, the miscarriage that Zainab, that happened to Zainab, and so because of that effect, she couldn't live for long. So she passed away a few years later in Medina. Because a few years in Medina, but her husband became Muslim again and Prophet. So to give back Zainab to him, so that's when later on, she passed away. So this is pretty much in a nutshell what happened to the prisoners of the war. So inshallah, we are going to continue with the Badr. We talk about the booty, meaning the war, the spoil of the wars, how he got distributed, and how the prisoners got taken care of and stuff like that. So inshallah, and the effect of Badr, we're going to elaborate on that inshallah. But the effect, what happened after Badr? Because the fact that a Muslim became so victorious, so in Medina automatically, even though there used to be non-believers, but the fact that Badr brought victory to Islam in Medina, so the whole Medina have to be a Muslim, even if some of them did not like to be a Muslim, because they know they can't stay non-believers in Medina. No way. Especially Abdullah ibn Ubay ibn Salul. He was the leader of the hypocrite. Because before Prophet migrated to Medina, we talked about him a little bit. He was expected to be the leaders of the Medina. The Aus and the Khazraj, he's supposed to be their leaders. But the minute they were about to appoint him to be their leaders, that's when Prophet migrated to Medina. And he started seeing that people love Prophet and people start becoming Muslim. So whatever Prophet said, that's what people would do. And he said, oh my God, this man, as long as he's here, I would never be a leader. That's when he started using animosity, verbal word, bad words, toward Prophet. He never liked Prophet because of this. But now Islam became more victorious, especially in the Badr. He said, no, this is it. Because the minute the guy who came to announce the victory of Islam in Medina, Zayd ibn Haris, the minute he heard that Prophet, and Muslim became victorious, Abdullah ibn Salil, he could not take it. He's like, okay, this is it. I think this is it. I lost my chance to become a leader. So